Hello, beautiful people. It's been a long time, you guys. I miss talking to you. I hope life is treating you well and that you are happy and healthy and are on your way to becoming your best self yet. That's the goal. Welcome back and welcome aboard to the journey. For those who don't know me, hi, I'm Joyce and I just got married. Yay! My March of 2021 has been a huge turning point in my young life. It has been the greatest and craziest whirlwind yet, in a good way. If you're interested for a little catch up, let's talk about priorities. Please do tune in, and I hope that you get value from today's content. I'm in no way an expert, but I am a learner, learning as I go, hence, I'm only sharing my journey. But before we jump into the chit chat, I want to thank Micaela, our dear relearner, who encouraged us and kept us accountable to making We Learn Wednesday content. Thank you for reaching out to us for the second time around. We really appreciate your kind words and you have kept us in check that way. Thank you, Micaela. We also want to thank Emelisa, who is our We Learn champ for the month of March. She has been consistently sharing our content, liking and reacting and engaging with us. You are a real champ, Mom Emelisa. Thank you. Now back to the chit chat. My then fiance, now husband David, was and is from the northern part of the country, while I was from the southern part of the country. We were approximately 1,700 kilometers away from each other, and even farther so because of the uncertainty of our situation. We eventually agreed to settle to where he is, which made more sense because he was working a station job while I am an online freelancer. With the COVID situation, it was extremely stressful time for me to travel because of all the restrictions and the unpredictable, fast changing travel advisories. It was really stressful for me. I had to wait a couple of months until flights operated back again. Then finally, I was able to book my flights. I needed to book two flights to get me from our province to Manila, then from Manila to a neighboring province to theirs. But for some unreasonable reason, I missed my second flight. When I got offloaded, I sat and cried by the check-in counters and cried for a good 40 minutes to an hour or so. I was highly emotional. I was really frustrated and tired and alienated all at the same time. Because you guys, my fiance and I have been apart for almost 2 years without seeing each other at all. When I was finally going to see him, this last glitch among all the other thousands of glitches, bam, it happened. It was finally like seeing an open door, and I was only one step away from entering in and got brutally slammed by that very door in the face. That's what it felt like. A little backstory here why I got so emotional that day, because around the same time last year, March of 2020, David was supposed to move to Thailand, where I was based at that time, and hopefully get married and settle down there. But clearly, it was not the plan of the Lord, because I think around 2 days, just 2 days before his flight, the first COVID lockdown happened. You all know what happened next. Flights were canceled and international borders were closed. We thought it was going to be lifted after a week or two, but months passed. It went on longer and longer than we all expected. So the journey of coming here was crazy. But it was all worth it when we finally got together and got married. Yay! Of course, it's just the beginning for us as a married couple and this new season we're in, but it finally culminated all those waiting years. It's a little victory that we cherish and celebrate and thank God for. Our wedding day was truly simple and intimate. I loved every bit of it.
I like the way you smile and let me watch you out. I love the way you make me feel.
We were were sincerely happy and grateful that so many people helped and celebrated with us, even virtually. If you're one of those people, thank you. It was a peaceful and calm day, which was a very important box tick on my checklist on how I dreamt my wedding to be. Peace and order were absolutely on top of my priorities. I did not want any tension, no. I did not want to be stressed even a tiny bit. Because in the past I had seen big weddings, and I have absolutely nothing against those, for there are couples who manage pretty well in those grand events. But for my personality and disposition, as well as David's, I was intimidated by all the details, all the preparations that have to be done. And I know I couldn't handle big events like that. And I was intimidated by the probable tensions and weariness that might come alongside with all the preparations. So I was pleasantly surprised and so much more with what I've been given. I praise God that I have a man who fought hard and worked hard to give me exactly the wedding of my dreams. David even literally made a dream of mine realize with his own hands. This flower wreath. Yes, he made that, he handcrafted it, and it's so beautiful and all the more special that he made it himself. I was so touched because I told him months before the wedding that instead of a bouquet, I wanted to carry a flower wreath. And yes, now it has been recycled to a wall decor. I was also able to wear the silk wedding dress of my dreams, which was gifted to me by Dr. Chida San Diego. She had it tailored for me 4 days before my flight, and it was so crazy that it got delivered to me the night before my flight. Just got in time. I'm immensely grateful to the skilled dressmaker, Mama Eileen. And these are the little things that made that day all the more special. I didn't even have to think about those things. They were simply given. Since I've gone through, and I'm still going through, a big transition in my life, there are things that have to temporarily chill in the back seat since I'm in an adjustment period, a great one at that, such as relearn and professional development. I had to take a break so that I could focus on building a home with my husband, which was the very reason why I fell in love to freelance teacherpreneurship, as I saw the lifestyle and career of teacherpreneurship as a possible gateway for me to have time and location freedom. I want to give due priority to homemaking and to invest and focus majority of my time and energy to taking care of our little home and family. Before I am a teacherpreneur, I am first a wife and a helpmeet to my husband. Thus far, it has been a humbling experience of making decisions according to my priorities. Of course, teacherpreneurship is a priority. Of course, creative outlet is a priority, but they come after my non negotiables, which is, of course, after God and family. Whether you are married or not, in business or not, I believe it is worthwhile to clarify and ultra specify your priorities in life so that decision making becomes much simpler and directed from where you are right now to where you want to be in the future. Again, I am learning and figuring things out myself as I go on this journey, but I strongly believe that spelling out and setting straight our priorities, what matters to us the most, the primary, the secondary, the tertiary, is key to living a life that is fulfilling, a life of meaning and purpose with a sense of direction and contentment. I hope you resonated with my sentiments in a way or another. Again, before I say bye, I just want to say thank you again to Michaela. We truly appreciate you. This has been your learning companion at We Learn You Never Learn Alone. Bye!